Welcome to our channel. Today we talk about the Tex-Mex cuisine. Tex-Mex cuisine, a robust and flavorful fusion of Mexican and Texan flavors, stands as a testament to years of cultural exchange and adaptation. Historically, as Mexican inhabitants mingled with European settlers, particularly those from Spain and Germany, a new culinary tradition was born, distinguished by its bold use of spices and hearty ingredients. Much like the people of Texas, Tex-Mex dishes are characterized by their resilience and ability to adapt, embodying a culinary heritage that embraces both change and tradition. This cuisine has become a beloved part of not only Texas's cultural identity but also of American food culture at large. The classic American meatloaf. Introduced by German and Scandinavian immigrants adapting to American ingredients, the classic meatloaf became a staple in U.S. households, especially during the economically challenging times of the Great Depression. It was a dish born out of necessity and frugality, ingeniously combining ground meat, whatever was most affordable, with fillers such as breadcrumbs and eggs to stretch the meal further. Over time, meatloaf evolved into a comfort food beloved across the country, appearing in everything from family dinners to school cafeterias, and even upscale restaurants started to put their gourmet spins on it. The evolution of traditional meatloaf into Texas enchilada meatloaf is a vibrant example of culinary adaptation. As Mexican culture became more integrated within Texan society, local chefs began to experiment by incorporating Tex-Mex elements into traditional Western recipes. Spices like cumin, chili powder, and jalapenos, along with toppings like salsa and sour cream, began appearing in the classic meatloaf, transforming it from a simple comfort dish into a bold, flavorful statement of Tex-Mex cuisine. What are the key ingredients in Texas enchilada meatloaf? The transformation of plain meatloaf into Texas enchilada meatloaf begins with a selection of quality ingredients. Ground beef, typically seasoned with Tex-Mex spices, forms the base. It's combined with fresh onions, garlic, and green chilies, which inject a robust flavor. Cornbread, crumbs, or crushed tortilla chips are often used as a binder instead of the traditional breadcrumbs, adding a distinct texture and taste. Cheddar or pepper jack cheese is folded into the mix, providing creamy pockets that ooze with every slice. This version also introduces enchilada sauce, layered within and slathered on top of the loaf, infusing it with a deep, chili-infused warmth exclusive to this Texan reinterpretation. And now we turn our attention to the step-by-step guide to making Texas enchilada meatloaf. The creation of Texas enchilada meatloaf is as much about the process as it is about the ingredients. It begins with preheating the oven and sautéing the aromatic base of onions, garlic, and green chilies. The ground beef is then thoroughly mixed with these sautéed ingredients, spices, and the unique binder, cornbread crumbs or crushed tortilla chips. Once mixed, the meat is layered with generous amounts of enchilada sauce and cheese, then shaped into a loaf. The loaf is baked until it's beautifully bronzed on the outside and juicy on the inside. A final topping of more enchilada sauce and a sprinkle of cheese completes the dish, which is returned to the oven just long enough for the cheese to melt into bubbly perfection. Role of spices. Spices are the soul of any Tex-Mex dish, and in Texas enchilada meatloaf, they play a pivotal role. Cumin, chili powder, and smoked paprika not only add heat, but also depth and complexity to the flavor profile. These spices do not merely season the meat, they transform it, infusing the loaf with a warmth that is both comforting and invigorating. Accompanying these are fresh herbs like cilantro and oregano, which introduce bursts of freshness and a hint of earthiness, essential for balancing the robust flavors of the spices and the richness of the meat and cheese. Cheese varieties have a great impact to the outcome. In Texas enchilada meatloaf, cheese does more than add flavor. It creates texture and richness, making the loaf moist and indulgent. While cheddar provides a sharp, tangy edge, pepper jack offers a subtle heat that complements the spices used in the meat. The melting qualities of these cheeses ensure that every slice is not just flavorful but also has a satisfying gooey texture. Experimentation with different cheeses can lead to variations in flavor and texture, encouraging personalization of the recipe to suit individual palates. How do we transform the ordinary to the extraordinary? Sauces and toppings. Transforming the ordinary. The enchilada sauce is perhaps what most distinctively transforms the traditional meatloaf into a Tex-Mex delight. This sauce, typically made from chili peppers, tomatoes, and a blend of spices, coats the loaf with a tangy, slightly spicy flavor profile that penetrates deep into the meat. Toppings like sour cream, chopped cilantro, and diced avocados not only add layers of flavor, but also enhance the visual appeal of the dish, making it as beautiful to look at as it is delicious to eat. To truly savor Texas enchilada meatloaf, it's essential to consider what accompanies it on the plate. Traditional sides like roasted vegetables or a crisp salad can balance the richness, while a serving of Spanish rice or refried beans can double down on the Tex-Mex theme. For beverages, a light, crisp beer or a tangy margarita can complement the spices and textures of the loaf, rounding out the dining experience. Across Texas, the Tex-Mex are not same and equal. Across Texas, regional variations of enchilada meatloaf reflect local preferences and ingredient availability. In West Texas, you might find a version with bolder chili flavors, while in coastal areas, additions like bell peppers and seafood offer a different take on this classic. These regional twists not only showcase the versatility of the dish, but also the diverse culinary landscape of Texas. Texas enchilada meatloaf is more than just a meal. It's a symbol of cultural harmony, representing how food can bridge diverse traditions to create something uniquely American, yet respectful of its roots. This dish illustrates the ongoing dialogue between different cultures, a testament to the power of food as a medium for connection and understanding. In every bite, diners experience a story of adaptation and creativity, a narrative that continues to evolve with each generation. As we look to the future, the evolution of Tex-Mex dishes like Texas enchilada meatloaf is bound to continue. With increasing global influences and a growing appreciation for fusion cuisine, new flavors and techniques will likely emerge, pushing the boundaries of traditional recipes while still honoring their origins. This ongoing innovation ensures that Tex-Mex cuisine will remain vibrant and relevant, continually adapting to the tastes and stories of its people. Texas enchilada meatloaf exemplifies the dynamic, ever-evolving nature of American culinary traditions, serving not only as a delicious meal, but also as a vibrant narrative of cultural fusion and culinary innovation. For more food and drinks tips, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Check out our other videos for more culinary inspiration. Until next time, keep cooking.